Lisa, it's David. When you talk about growth markets, I come back to a conversation that we had yesterday on this set about the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg seems to think towards the end of this decade that's going to be a huge potential business opportunity. And my friend to my right here, Mr. Kramer, talks a lot about NVIDIA potentially providing the chips to make that happen. How do you see it, and where would AMD's place, if any, be if the metaverse does turn out to be something quite significant?
Yeah, David, that's a great question, and I might, generalize it to, the whole area of high-performance computing and heterogeneous computing. Look, we believe, this vision of the next 5 to 10 years, whether you're talking about high-performance computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or the metaverse, you just need more performance, and actually, you need more tailoring and customization of compute capability. So, we're investing heavily in this thing called heterogeneous computing. It's the idea that, you have the right compute for the right workload, and, that's across our entire portfolio. So, CPUs, GPUs, and frankly, this is where Xilinx really comes in nicely with FPGAs and adaptive computing. So together, we'll have all the components to enable that metaverse and much, much more.
Speaking of components, I wonder, you talked a bit about match set constraints on PCs. You're adding supply on game console chips. If we're talking shortages, and everybody right now is obsessed with shortages, Lisa, as you know, where do you think it's most acute? What is the canary?
Well, I would say that this has been a year where having a strong supply chain is a really big advantage. And, that's been the case with us. I'm really proud of what we've been able to do in our supply chain. When we started this year, we were thinking that we were going to grow, 37% year on year. With our fourth quarter guide, we're now guiding to 65% year on year. And that comes with, one, very strong demand. So we're in the right markets with the right products. But that also comes with sort of a deep set of partnerships on the supply chain side. So we've been able to unlock incremental supply as we've gone through the year. It is an area where, everybody is investing in capacity. We're investing in capacity. It is, certainly an area where we believe that we'll continue to differentiate ourselves. And going into 2022, I think there's more capacity coming online. And it's just about getting, when we talk about match sets, it's just making sure that, each of these systems has, thousands of components, and just making sure that you have all of the various pieces. But I'm really happy with how we've, managed through this, supply chain situation, and I think that this is, again, a differentiator for us in our growth objectives.